Welcome back to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss news and views about pop culture, science fiction, fantasy, food, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Whatever was still being filmed in Hollywood with the writer's strike has now come to a screeching halt, because the actors are now going on strike. The Screen Actors Guild - American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, which I'll just simply refer to as the Actors Union, announced Thursday that it is on strike against the film and TV companies, marking only the second time in Hollywood history that actors have joined writers on the picket lines. The Actors Union National Board held its meeting on Thursday morning and voted unanimously to approve a strike recommendation forwarded by the negotiating committee. Duncan Crabtree, Ireland chief negotiator of the Actors Union, said during a press conference. Union members should withhold their labor until a fair contract can be achieved, he told the room of union actors and journalists. They have left us with no alternative. The strike begins at midnight on Friday, and picketing will start on Friday morning. According to the guidelines, union members will not be able to attend premieres, do interviews for completed work, go to award shows, attend film festivals, or even promote projects on social media while the strike is in effect. We are being victimized by a very greedy enterprise, Union President Fran Drescher said during Thursday's press conference. At some point, you have to say, no, we're not going to take this anymore. You people are crazy. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? In her impassioned plea, she argued that streaming and artificial intelligence have upended the entertainment industry's business model, and union contracts have not been updated to reflect those achievements. If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in jeopardy. You cannot change the business model as much as it has been changed and not expect the contracts to change too, she said. I cannot believe how the studios plead poverty, that they are losing money left and right when they are giving hundreds of millions to their CEOs. It is disgusting. Shame on them. The union's contract expired at midnight Wednesday after having been extended through July 12th, and a month of negotiations resulted in little progress on a host of issues. The union has emphasized the role of artificial intelligence and the transition to streaming in explaining the need for a work stoppage. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, the AMPTP, which represents the studios, argues it presented a deal that offered historic pay and residual increases, substantially higher caps on pension and health contributions, audition protections, shortened series option periods, and a groundbreaking AI proposal that protects actors' digital likenesses for Actors Guild members. A strike is certainly not the outcome we hoped for, as studios cannot operate without the performers that bring our TV shows and films to life, the AMPTP said in a statement after the strike was confirmed. The union has regrettably chosen a path that will lead to financial hardship for countless thousands of people who depend on the industry. In response to the AMTP statement, Crabtree Ireland said at the press conference, "If you think this is a historic proposal, think again. All production under the Actors Union TV and film contract will immediately halt, bringing projects to a standstill both in the US and around the globe. A lot of movies and TV shows are obviously going to have their scheduled premiere dates pushed back. The strike is the first under the performer's film and TV contract since 1980. The only previous double strike involving both actors and writers came in 1960, when the Screen Actors Guild was led by Ronald Reagan. In that strike, both the writers and actors were wrestling with compensation issues arising from the dawn of television. Together, they won residuals for TV reruns and for broadcast of films on TV, and established the first pension and welfare plan. This time around, both unions are battling the rise of streaming TV, which they say has suppressed wages and made it difficult for middle-class creators to sustain a career. And I believe that, given things I've read and from things that writer Cameron Pasha has said on other YouTube channels that I have watched. Both unions have also taken aim at AI, which they fear studios will use to further devalue their work and perhaps replace them altogether. And that's a valid concern that could impact jobs in many industries. In a statement, WGA said it stands solidly behind our union siblings in the Actors Guild as they begin their work stoppage. The last time both of our unions struck at the same time, actors and writers won landmark provisions that we all continue to benefit from today: residuals and pension and health funds. Many people don't realize that many of the things that workers take for granted today, like the 5-day work week, paid vacations, sick leave, health insurance benefits, and retirement benefits, are the result of actions taken by unions many decades ago. The AMPTP said it was disappointed that the Actors Guild had walked away from the table and rejected an agreement that provided significant wage increases and protections against AI. The streamers have refused a key demand of both unions, however, to share streaming viewership data and pay creators more for high-performing shows. None of this is surprising to me. Studios are ultimately very greedy, and the last thing that they want to do is actually have to start revealing streaming data to anyone. Streaming details have remained a closely guarded secret since it began years ago, and both writers and actors should receive compensation based on streaming just like any other form of media distribution. The only real question now is how long will the actor strike last along with the writer's strike? We'll have to wait and see. Live sporting events and reality shows will likely be the only new content for the foreseeable future, while movies and TV shows will be delayed for as long as both of these strikes continue. Thanks for watching today, and a huge thanks to everyone who has subscribed to our channel. We appreciate your support. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, and please feel free to share a comment. If you'd like to help support this channel, please press the red subscribe button, and please press the bell to receive notifications for new content. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and Twitter by clicking on the links in the description. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.